Welcome back, guys. Today's video is going to be another reaction video.
Hey AD, I'm Vanessa Hudgens. Welcome to my home. Come on in. So this is the Little DeMille. It was built by Cecil B. DeMille for his mistress. Therefore, this is the Little DeMille. This is the living space. Got the piano, which doesn't really get used that often. I just love
Nice flooring there.
Sofa that I found at a vintage shop. A lot of the pieces I found
Herringbone
are
pattern.
vintage pieces, like little tavertine stacking tables. Found these little guys in Scotland at a little vintage bookstore, along with these original prints of Emma. These are just like all French love stories. We have my one and
You have a nice mix of the old and the new there. So she's got these vintage book collections, which she's managed to save over the years. And basically this is sitting on top of a very modern and sleek shelf, which creates a nice composition between the two, kind of the old and the new items. It's a very nice use of the space to articulate something which she clearly has a passion for.
This I got because I was like, this would be so cool to have an old school clock that chimes. Oh, and the floors. The floors were a big selling point for me when I saw this house. So cool.
Great flooring.
When I bought the house, these doors were probably from the 50s. They did not open at all. So I had these made to just give it some air, which is so necessary in LA. And then we move into the kitchen. When I bought the house, this kitchen was very, very different. It was
Very
all
French
white.
inspired.
There were red knobs on all the cabinetry. And during the pandemic, I was home so much. I was like, this would be the
Pantry,
time to
larder
give her a
space,
model for the kitchen.
French
And
style
so I took it upon
cooking
myself,
equipment,
to have a
pot
project
filler,
and put it
sink.
all together. I wanted the floors to feel kind of Italian, so we did the tavertine. I opened the shelving up, and this tile is actually leftover tile from the remodel of my bathroom, and it was sitting in the basement, and I was like, that would work perfectly. I just love quirky, unique things about homes, and this is definitely one of them. I don't know if it's like from a boat or a submarine, but it's just so cool. And also to have a swinging door.
It's like a galley kitchen
Here we have our
to stop people swinging the door into someone else on the other side.
Romantic. I wanted the table to kind of play off of the pattern of the floors. Once again, like 1950s Italian chandelier. For some reason, I just really fell in love with the idea of orange for my bedroom. So I got these velvet orange curtains. Once again, very important to have plants that you love on. I got this sofa.
One comment about the plants. You can actually buy plants which improve the air quality in your homes. You have specific plants, I think this is one of them actually, where they exchange the carbon dioxide for oxygen at a more rapid rate to other plants. So those plants are definitely good for the air quality within the home. The bigger the better, of course, as well.
That I love the shape of. I'm obsessed with this quilt. It's from Nikki Kehoe and it's reversible. And I just love that it adds texture to the space. And this marble actually goes perfectly with the marble in my bathroom. We love when it all ties in together. And this is my bathroom,
That's
one of my
dark.
favorite places in the house. I worked with Jake Arnold to design the space. And I just
That's
really wanted
very
it to
dark.
be sexy and cave-like. There's the marble that matches my bedside tables. Of course, everyone loves living in LA for the outdoor space, and this house does not disappoint. This is like the side door. I just love how the ivy's growing up it. The ivy over this house is one of my favorite things ever. So when I moved in, this was just a white wall, and I was like, that seems like such a wasted opportunity.
That's such a nice use of the blank wall there to create a feature item and you've got all of these art pieces, as she mentioned before. Very subtle, but very welcome within that space, which is somewhat overcrowded with the plant life sitting above. You can tell that she loves the nature and she loves the outdoors vibe that she's got in this property. And this will look amazing when these vines actually do start to take over this trellis, which is going above her space there.
So I found this artist, Carly Kuhn, who does the coolest single line portraits, and I'm just obsessed. It brings so much life to the place. This is where I feel like most nights my friends and I all hang out. So this is the guest house. As you can see, we have all of my Teen Choice Award. So they have finally found a home.
That's a nice feature wall
with more books
to show her
that
accolades
I
there.
have found from all over. We have our pizza oven, which actually has been used. Grapefruit tree, which lights up at night and just is so whimsical and romantic.
Aside from the fruit that these trees bear, they also provide a decent amount of shading for the LA heat. So that's definitely a good thing there.
This is another thing I love about the house. Gas lanterns. So these lanterns really did it for me. And that is my home. Thank you, AD, so much for coming and checking out my house.
Another great video there from Architectural Digest. I think she has a home. I said it in a previous video that sometimes people just have a property and they're not quite sure about what they want to do in it. And in essence, they don't formulate a home. I can see her living in this home forever. She's really made a forever home with all of her uniqueness added into it. And I think that's definitely great for anyone who's just bought a new property. You always want to make it comfortable for you as the ultimate end user. I'll catch you in the next one.